Hi guys, today we will see how to configure dhcp snooping in Alcatel Lucent Switch. The current switch which I'm using is OS6450 and the OS which is running is 6 AOS6. So, what is the purpose of enabling dhcp snooping, especially on all of your access switches? And it must be enabled in your network. It's a very good layer 2 security feature. So the purpose of enabling DHCP snooping is it blocks the attacks like DHCP spoofing and rogue DHCP server attacks. So how it blocks it? It achieves this by acting as a firewall on switches. So it keeps on monitoring DHCP traffic and allow only legitimate DHCP server messages from the trusted ports. So what we will do in our today's tutorial, we will enable DHCP snooping on our switch, and we will allow only that particular port from where our legitimate DHCP server messages are supposed to come. So this is the whole purpose of enabling DHCP snooping, and it must be enabled on all of your edge switches. Even on the distribution, if it is configured, it is fine. It won't hurt even your distribution layer. So let's see how to achieve it. So the first thing is we'll give a command. I this particular commands that I'm showing you is for AOS6 IP helper DHCP snooping enable enter. This is the first command that you have to get. So now on switch level, your DHCP snooping service is enabled. Now since it is enabled on the whole switch, so there is a chance that there is a port from where the legitimate DHCP information is supposed to come. Obviously, you would be having a DHCP server somewhere running in your network, and your client PCs, laptops, mobiles, whatsoever, Wi-Fi devices, those would be getting the DHCP IP addresses from somewhere from the DHCP server. And we need to actually uh, allow that particular port only, which is actually routing our this particular switch towards the DHCP server. So in our case, or even in your case, always the ports which are the uplink ports, those are the one from where you are actually getting the DHCP messages. So what we will do, since we have enabled it on the whole switch, now we'll give a command to allow the specific port from where the DHCP messages can be received. So what we will do, we'll give a command again, IP helper DHCP snooping, IP helper, DHCP snooping, interface, port. And in my case, my uplink port is 1/10. So what I have given here is IP helper, DHCP snooping, port 1/10, and I'm telling the switch to trust it. Why? Because this is my uplink port, and this port is connected to my core switch, and on my core switch my DHCP server is connected. So from this particular port is the safe and the right port from where the actual DHCP information is supposed to come. So enter. So now we have enabled the DHCP snooping on the whole switch, and we have allowed only port number 1/10, which is the uplink port, to trust it. From here we can receive the DHCP messages. So let's see if the DHCP snooping is enabled. So the command is show IP helper DHCP snooping, DHCP snooping port. So here we can see as a result that 1/1 until 1/9 all are considered as a client port. So from here, if the DHCP messages will come, so automatically that will be blocked. For example, if someone try to intrude in your network from by connecting on switch port number 1/7, 1/7 or 1/4 whatsoever. So if the DHCP snooping is enabled on this switch, so obviously once somebody will try to uh, send the DHCP messages or run a DHCP server and connect his that machine on port number 1/4 of the switch, so automatically it will be blocked. Like the messages will be blocked. And here, if you see the 1/10 is considered as a trusted, which we have configured to trust this port. which is our uplink port. So yeah, this is how you configure the DHCP snooping in Alcatel Lucent AOS6 running switches. And for example, if you need to give the same command on a link aggregation port. I hope we know what is link aggregation. If you are not aware of LACP, uh, I have added the link on how to configure the LACP on Alcatel Lucent switch. So you can watch that video and you can see how we can configure the link aggregation or LACP in Alcatel Lucent Switch. So, for example, if you have configured LACP and you need to give the same command on your LACP port, so what we will do, we will give the same command IP helper DHCP snooping, and here we are writing port. So we will not write the port. What we will write, right? We will write link aggregation, link ag. This is the command. IP helper DHCP snooping link ag, and then we can write the aggregation group number. For example, link ag is 1, so we can type 1 here, and then we can give the command trust. So then this particular command will allow both of the ports or more than two if there are the ports in a link aggregation. Uh, it will allow from all those particular ports, or you can say it will allow on that aggregation group to be considered as a trusted aggregation port. Okay, so this is the command. I guess this will not work as of now. We have not configured any of the LACP port in our switch, but let's see, we can try it. Yeah, it says invalid slot and port configuration failed. Why? Because we have no aggregation port as of now, or aggregation group or uh, LACP port in our switch configured as of now. What is link aggregation? Again, I'm telling it is, if you are familiar with the Cisco, you would know ether channel, so or port channel or ether channels. So link aggregation is actually the ether channels. So yeah, so this is how you can give the command if there is a aggregation group or aggregation port. In your case, if you have aggregation port configured on your switch and you want to enable a DHCP snooping as a trusted for that link port, you can give it in this way. Thank you so much. Bye bye.